So in GitHub, what we have is a whole bunch of file management, version control tools. We can look at them in Visual Studio Code, or to now go and just show an Explorer to look at my files. So what GitHub Desktop does is it will keep track of any changes, but it will only record sort of changes to files rather than folders. So if I actually go and say create a text document, my first file, back in here we can see it's gone and added that, and it's telling us that file is empty. If I go and open that, add some text, save it, it now knows there's some changes that we made there. What I might want to do is, let's say if I'm going to make some folders, so a folder example, note that doesn't get recognized as being a change. But if I go in, add in another file, it now knows in the folder called file example, there's file 2. It knows there's been history, but there's got 2 changes which are called, not cached, and we're going to basically upload these and store these changes online so that we can sort of roll back to them. You always need to add a summary, always really good idea to add a description. You can add a list of the people that have worked on it, really good if you're working in a project, but by default it would always list you as well. So I'm going to hit commit to main, and it says we've got to push some commits to the origin remote, so we're going to hit push to origin, which is basically uploading them to the server online. And if we want to get any changes, we can do fetch to origin. I'm now going to basically go and view it on GitHub to have a look at what's there, and we can now see that there are these other files in here, and it tells that it's details. I'm just going to make an edit in here. So I edited it on github.com. I'm going to save those changes, and if we go back, we can fetch the origin, and it's now knows, hey, there's a change online. We're going to pull it from the origin, so pull it from the server down to us. So pull, go from the online version to our local version, push from our version up to the others. And sometimes you'll get conflicts if you've got multiple different versions. So you sometimes need to do what's called stash them, which stores them temporarily. But now we've actually got those most recent files. So if I go show and Explorer again, into that folder, open that file too, it's got that change. But what's really cool is this history. We can tell it was updated. And let's just go and cut that file. I'm just going to move it into the example folder. And we can see, hey, it's been removed from that location and we've added it into this other one. Once again, go some descriptions, commit to main, push to origin, and that version has now got all those records of all those changes, which is absolutely awesome. What is really useful is if you've got your Visual Studio Code editor, you can just click on that link and it will open it up by default with that folder. You can also go File, Open Folder, and then choose the folder that you want to work in. But make sure it is that same one that is for that repository. So now I can actually go in and work on here. Let's actually just make a little program. Let's make a new file. I'll save it as test.py, and we'll just do print hello GitHub world. Save that. I'm just going to actually run it, make sure it actually works. Still running. Yep, hello GitHub world. I'll stop that, and we now see it's got those changes in there. Once again, if it's only a single file that's been changed, we can just hit the commit to main button, push to origin, it's refreshed. You always want to check that last refreshed detail. And now if I go back to my project, I can see that file's been uploaded. And we can see in this short amount of time, I last updated 14 seconds ago, there's 6 commits, and I can look back at all those different versions. So it's really cool for being able to track our changes. So that is how to very quickly back up your files using GitHub and track all your changes. This is probably not quite a quick bit, about 5 minutes, but hopefully it's been useful.